welcome back to another video. In today's video we are going to talk about a very important skin concern which is very common. A lot of people suffer from it and which is one of the hardest one to treat. Have you ever experienced dark spots on your cheeks, on your forehead, on your nose, on your mustache area? Yes, we are going to talk about hyperpigmentation. That is hyperpigmentation, which is one of the hardest skin concern to treat. I personally suffered from it for a very long time until I found the right treatment and right skincare to tackle that concern. So if you want to learn, keep on watching. Who are new to my channel, my name is Anna. I am a cosmetic nurse. I make videos about skincare, health and fitness, and if you want to know my tips, subscribe right here, press on that bell icon so you will never miss out on another video. So what is hyperpigmentation? Hyperpigmentation is described as those dark brown patches which can appear on your cheeks. They can also appear on your forehead. They can appear on the bridge of your nose. They can appear on your upper lip area or any other part of the body. Because they are darker compared to the surrounding skin, they stand out a bit more and they are very hard to ignore. This is a very common skin concern. A lot of people suffer from it, mainly people with the darker skin types like mine. People who have got Fitzpatrick skin types 3 and above, they are mainly the people who suffer from hyperpigmentation. Hyperpigmentation is one of the hardest skin concern to treat. Once you get those brown spots, they are very hard to get rid of. But once you understand the process of hyperpigmentation, how hyperpigmentation occurs, then it becomes a little bit easy to treat it. Look at the process of hyperpigmentation, how hyperpigmentation occurs. Hyperpigmentation occurs when there is an excessive production of melanin by our skin cells called melanocytes. Melanin is a normal pigment of our body. It gives color to our skin, it gives color to our hair, and it gives color to our eyes. So body produces normal amount of melanin regularly. But there are certain conditions when our body triggers the melanocytes to start producing excessive amounts of melanin. So those are the conditions we are going to discuss about now. So the first cause is excessive exposure to sun. When you are out and about in sun all day, and if you don't wear your sunscreen, when the sun hits your face and your skin feels burnt, it's red, that's when your body sends the trigger to melanocytes to start producing excessive amounts of melanin to protect the burnt skin. And that's how hyperpigmentation occurs when you have excessive sun exposure. Another cause is when you have got a cut or burn on your face. That's another thing when body recognizes this injury and it triggers the melanocytes to start producing lot of melanin in order to protect your skin. So you gotta be careful when you shave your face not to cut the face. Another reason is acne. When you have got pimples and the skin underneath the pimple is damaged, that also triggers the body to start producing more melanin in order to protect skin. And then there is another cause when you get some skin treatments like say laser skin treatment or chemical peels and stuff, and they are quite harsh, or any skin treatment which involves heat, say like IPL and laser, that's another indication to the body that there is an injury to the skin and start producing more melanin in order to protect your skin. So body produces excessive melanin as a protective mechanism to protect your skin. So the next one is if you have got hyperpigmentation after a skin treatment. as I mentioned earlier, it's very common for the darker skin types to get hyperpigmentation post treatments which involves a lot of heat like IPL and laser, and that type of pigmentation which comes after the treatment is called post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So you gotta be very careful what sort of skin treatments you pick for your skin. So in my experience, or my advice is, if you have a darker skin type, Fitzpatrick skin type 3 and above, you should not go for any skin treatment which involves a lot of heat. I have done laser skin treatment on my face, and I have experience with post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. It took me 4 to 5 years before that hyperpigmentation it got lightened and I got rid of it. So what happens is, when there is overproduction of melanin, our other skin cells called keratinocytes, they take up all that melanin and then they start to travel to the deeper layer of our skin called dermis, and they go there and they deposit the melanin into the deeper layers of skin. So once that melanin travels to the deeper layers of skin via keratinocytes, then it becomes really hard to get rid of hyperpigmentation. Talk about day-to-day skincare to help lighten that pigmented spots on your face. So skincare products you choose and you apply on your face play a very important role in the treatment of hyperpigmentation. So the first ingredient in skincare which is very helpful in the treatment of hyperpigmentation is vitamin C. You must have heard about vitamin C million times. Market is flooded with vitamin C products. There are creams, moisturizers, serums and all sorts of things available in the market. So vitamin C plays a very important role in the treatment of hyperpigmentation. So how vitamin C helps in the treatment of hyperpigmentation? Vitamin C is a tyrosinase inhibitor. In simple words, it stops the melanin production, and that's how it helps to get rid of hyperpigmentation. So normally when you are out and about in sun hits your face, it tells your brain to trigger melanocytes to start making a lot of melanin in order to protect your skin. So but when you go out and you have got vitamin C on your face and sun hits your face, it interferes in the production of melanin. It won't let body to produce melanin. So that's how it stops the melanin production, and it helps to lighten our pigmented spots, and it also brightens our skin. Vitamin C is also a really good antioxidant. It helps fight the free radicals. Free radicals are really bad for our skin because they cause signs of aging. They chew up and they damage our collagen. So vitamin C helps get rid of those free radicals. Vitamin C also increases the hydration levels of our skin, makes our skin looks well hydrated and plump. And when our skin is well hydrated and it's plump, then it reduces the appearance of fine lines and little wrinkles as well. So the second ingredients which are very helpful in the treatment of hyperpigmentation are AHAs and BHAs. So what are AHAs? AHAs are alpha hydroxy acids, for example glycolic acid and lactic acid, and BHAs are beta hydroxy acid like salicylic acid. So what AHAs and BHAs do, their main function is to provide really good exfoliation to your skin. As I mentioned earlier, we have got skin cells called keratinocytes, and keratinocytes take up that excessive melanin our skin has produced, and then those keratinocytes travel through the skin and causes all those brown spots, and sometimes they travel to the deeper layers of skin. So what AHAs and BHAs do is they give really good exfoliation to our skin. The keratinocytes which are tired, weak, worn out, they get removed from our skin with the really good exfoliation with the glycolic acid and salicylic acid. And when those keratinocytes are removed from our skin, that's how our skin feels a little bit lighter, and it brightens our face, and that's how AHAs and BHAs helps in the treatment of hyperpigmentation. So another really good ingredient in the treatment of hyperpigmentation is retinol. You must have heard about retinol million times. Retinol is the mother of all skincare products or ingredients, because retinol has got anti-aging properties, as well as retinol also helps in the treatment of hyperpigmentation. So how retinol helps in the treatment of hyperpigmentation? Retinol increases our cell turnover rate. So a similar thing like AHAs and BHAs, when the cells becomes little bit weak, little bit tired, little bit worn out, retinol get rid of those skin cells and triggers the body to make fresh and plump and new skin cells. So the old skin cells which has got melanin in them, those cells gets removed from our body by retinols, and our body produces fresh skin cells which has got no melanin in them, and that's how retinol helps in the treatment of hyperpigmentation. So the next one is sunscreen, and there is no substitute for sunscreen. No amount of vitamin C or retinol or AHAs and BHAs are gonna give you the protection against the sun as sunscreen does. So application of sunscreen every single day is really important. Apply your sunscreen before you leave home, and keep the sunscreen in your pocket, in your handbag, in your car, and reapply sunscreen every 2 to 3 hours. That's a very important step in skincare which should not be missed every day. So with the new technology, there are certain laser treatments which have come into the market now which are suitable for the darker skin types. Especially the laser treatments which go directly into the deeper layers of skin without interrupting the top layers are the ones which are best for darker skin types. And if you have got a darker skin type like me, chemical peels like Jessner's peel is another really good skin treatment if you just want the normal rejuvenation of the skin. And another really good one is a skin needling, because skin needling involves very little to no post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So the last ingredient in the treatment of hyperpigmentation is hydroquinone. Hydroquinone is a very well-known ingredient used in the treatment of hyperpigmentation for many years. But the really important thing about hydroquinone is you always go for a prescription hydroquinone. To get the prescription, obviously you gotta go to a dermatologist and you gotta get your skin checked out and you get the hydroquinone prescription. I never recommend to go looking for hydroquinone online, or hydroquinone is banned in Australia. You can't get hydroquinone without prescription in Australia, but other countries like Philippines and India, you can get hold of creams which have got hydroquinone. But I will never ever advise you to use any hydroquinone cream which is not prescribed by a dermatologist, because hydroquinone can have really bad side effects if you are not careful. So it's always a good practice to get a prescription hydroquinone, because prescription hydroquinone, it's really gonna work. It's gonna really tackle the hyperpigmentation even if it is in the deeper layers of your skin. But talking to a dermatologist is really important. So that's all about today's video. Hope you enjoyed watching the video and got some useful information out of it. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to give me thumbs up. Please give your opinion in the comment section below. Your feedback is really important, and I should see you in my next video. Until then, bye bye.